If that is all, I will return to a state of inactivity.
Thanks for all you've done, Valimar. I'll be counting on you if anything else comes up.
Acknowledged. Prepare yourself for your next encounter with the Azure Knight, my awakener.
Don't worry, I will. We lost last time, but I know that's not all I'm capable of. As long as we're all together, I know I can get stronger.
I eagerly await your results.
Looks like he went to sleep.
So, this is what the Great Ashen Knight looks like up close, huh? I've heard all manner of rumor about it, but I never expected I'd stand in the presence of a legend.
I can't possibly begin to thank you enough. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come to my aid. Thank you. Really. And that goes for everyone else, too. Thanks for coming to rescue me, guys.
We're just happy you're okay.
Just don't scare us like that again, alright?
True. We were all on edge waiting for you to get back.
And yet you somehow managed to come out unscathed with Her Highness in tow.
You make it sound like it was easy. Well, easy or not, it was worth going on board. I got plenty of useful info out of it. So funny enough, I'd say their invitation worked to my benefit more than theirs.
I guess there's no harm in looking at the positives now that all's said and done.
Look at you, acting mature and all grown up. Brings a tear to my eye.
Looks like we have some catching up to do.
I'd like to follow Reen's lead and extend my thanks to each of you as well. Thank you, all of you. And, dear brother, it's a relief to see you safe and sound, though I never pictured my great escape would end with you in this airship of all things.
We did time our appearance fabulously, if I do say so myself. My only regret is that we weren't able to blow in with a storm of rose petals when we boarded them. Perhaps I should have asked Emma to look into the feasibility of making such a magnificent entrance.
Oh man, that would have been so cool!
Well, it's probably not impossible.
Now you're just being silly.
Sounds about right for our prince.
Well, at the very least, I'd say we're clear of any immediate danger. And given this opportunity, I'd like to sit down with you to discuss our situation and exchange any pertinent information. But first, I think we have a few more reunions to celebrate.
Reen!
Toa! George! I thought I heard your voices when we started flying away from the Pantagruel, so you were on board too?
You bet. Good to see you, Reen.
Whoa!
It's really you. You're really okay. No sooner had we found out that you were still alive, we got told you had been taken by the Alliance. We've been so worried about you.
I'm a real troublemaker, aren't I? Sorry, Toa. But I'm glad to see you and George made it out okay. Everything I've said to you has been at the back of me, and it's kept me going every step of the way. So, thank you.
Oh, you remembered. You promised me you wouldn't die. And then there was the promise you made during the festival after-party. You said that next year you'd work to make the Academy even more wonderful than it is now. We still need to work on that one, but I know you're not the kind of guy who'd go back on his word.
See? Reen's a guy you can count on. Nice to see you're holding up okay. Still can't believe you made it through all that fighting in Trista in one piece, but... well, here you are.
Good to see you again, George. But how'd you two end up on the Courageous to begin with?
We'll bring you up to speed once we all sit down for our meeting. There's a conference room on one of the upper floors. We can meet there when you're ready. The Courageous began its independent operations right before Heimdall was first occupied. I realized what the Alliance was planning, so I gathered a skeleton crew, met with Viscount Arcade, and we hurried straight to Trista, where we found your classmates locked in combat with the Azure Knight.
I see. That explains why you were in Trista.
I shudder to think what would have happened if not for the Courageous's timely appearance. What have you been doing since then, Father? I hadn't heard anything about your whereabouts until now.
Eventually, we were able to shake off the Azure Knight's pursuit. And we've been traveling around the country ever since, preparing to find you and take you on board.
George and I haven't been here long. The principal managed to get in touch with the Courageous without anyone noticing and sent us here.
He did?
I hope he's still alright. By the way, what happened to Major Vander? You two are always joined at the hip.
Alas, he is currently indisposed. His military obligations have him heading up the 7th Armored Division in Western Erebonia. They're working with your former instructor, Major Neidhart, as well.
With him too? So he's over in the west now.
I should have known the 4th Armored Division's ace wouldn't get his ass kicked so easily.
Oh, right. Dad said he'd heard from him too, remember?
Still, the west side of the country contains Marquis Hyarm's Sutherland Province, along with Duke Cayenne's Lemaire Province. The fighting there would no doubt be even more fierce than it is here in eastern Erebonia.
Correct. A large percentage of the Imperial Army's military strength still remains intact. But the Noble Alliance forces' constant attacks have put them at a disadvantage. On top of that, a number of townships in the region have been caught in the crossfire and suffered great losses.
That's terrible.
I'd heard as much, but it still pisses me off to hear it.
With the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions occupied on the eastern side of the country, one can only assume the Noble Alliance intends to use that as an opportunity to crush the forces in the west.
Yeah, but they're not stupid. I bet the army in the west is putting up a pretty good fight by themselves.
It's too early to call things just yet.
An astute assessment. The situation in the Western Theater could change at a moment's notice.
Right. But that means we're uncertain what course to pursue now. And having said that, we have a question to pose to all of you. The question, really. With the whole of the Empire caught in the throes of civil war, what exactly do all of you intend to do from here on out?
Us?
We were in the midst of discussing that when Rean was taken to the Pantagruel, in fact.
This is a full-on war, and our fellow Erebonian countrymen stand on both sides. No one here is delusional enough to think that a group of students like us are capable of stopping it by ourselves. Still, during our field studies, we found ourselves up against the problems this nation faces again and again. And because we have that experience, I believe there's a place for us to change things in all this. A part only we can play. We may not be able to compete head-on with the Alliance, but together, we can move things in the right direction for Erebonia as a whole.
That was wonderful, Rean.
Still, we aren't all gathered here for the same reasons. Be it rescuing Elise or settling things with Crow, we've all got something that we personally want to accomplish. But accomplishing those things won't be possible with the situation as it stands. And that's why, no matter how stacked the odds are against us, or how fierce the fighting becomes, we want to put everything we have into making all the difference we possibly can, in whatever way we can. I think I speak for everyone in Class 7 when I say that.
You bet! I agree completely. We may all come from different walks of life, but this time, that can work for us.
Exactly. We have something no one else does, and because of that, we can do things no one else can.
And what kind of class would we be if we didn't take advantage of that to protect the people and things we love?
As well as find our own answers to the questions we have looming over us.
As Rean said, however big or small it is in the long run, we have a place in this war, and we have every intention of following it.
Sounds like it'll be a pain, though.
No biggie. We're Class 7. Throw in a few of Rean's trademark speeches and we're raring to go.
Look at you kids.
You all sound like you've really thought long and hard about this.
That's the Class 7 I'm proud to serve.
And you guys aren't the only ones who feel that way. Everyone at Thors has something to bring to the table. Remember the Academy's motto? Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was what Principal Van Dyke said to us at the welcoming ceremony.
The words of Dreikels the Lionheart serve to inspire us to this day, it would seem.
Of course. They ring as true as ever.
It's like you didn't even have to think about it. You guys just knew.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves. And it's true that Thor students are scattered all over the country, but I'm sure that each and every one of them are fighting too. And they feel the exact same way that you guys do.
I understand, Your Highness.
Indeed. I figured you would have already given it some thought, but I wasn't expecting such a stirring conviction. But I think this at least settles the matter of what course to take. If you would do the honors, Captain.
As you wish. We're about to do something neither side would ever expect us to do. We're going to entrust this ship to you. From here on out, the Courageous is yours to command as you see fit.
What?
What? Father, would you mind elaborating?
It means exactly what it sounds like. The operation of this ship will be left entirely to your discretion. I imagine your journey to make a difference in this war needs a home base to begin from.
Well, yes, but...
But then what will you do?
We plan to disembark and make our way to the western provinces. Once there, we'll begin working with the 7th Armored Division and the other neutral forces in the region. The intention is to ensure that as few innocents as possible are harmed by this conflict.
I was actually worried this airship might prove a bit too conspicuous to aid us in pursuing that goal. But with us headed west, we'd be leaving all of Eastern Erebonia in your hands.
Wow.
I see. That does make the most logical sense.
Kinda. If we've got the Courageous, we could give our third faction some real weight. Neither side could afford to ignore us.
I'm not even sure the Guild could come up with a plan this wild.
Well, it's fair to say I've learned a lot from the way the Guild's members handle things, yourself included. Oh, and Alphen?
Yes?
I'd like to ask you to remain on board the Courageous as well. This ship is technically the property of the Arner household, fathers in particular. It should give them a certain freedom to act if they have concrete backing from a member of the Imperial family.
I'd be happy to. Henceforth, I, Princess Al... So do whatever you see fit to do. You have my full support.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Wow!
We're truly honored to have you with us.
No turning back now.
Yeah, seriously.
We hereby humbly accept custody of the Courageous.
Please, leave Eastern Erebonia to us.
We'll be counting on you then.
I'm looking forward to toasting your future successes.
I'm leaving you in charge of the Courageous's day-to-day operations. I don't doubt you'll make a fine acting captain.
It would be an honor.
I'd like you to accept this. I hope that it will prove to be of some use to you in the challenges ahead.
Thank you, Captain. You've done so much for us, especially in Ymir. I can't...
You needn't thank me. I just did what I felt was right. I wish you all the best in the future. Not as a member of the RMP, but as a graduate of Thor's military academy.
Thank you. We'll do all that we can to meet your expectations.
Yowza! Things are getting nice and steamy over there, huh?
Oh?
Uh-oh. I feel like I'm losing in the race for most reliable big sister figure all of a sudden.
Well, you get a gold star for trying.
Well then, it's time we bid you all a fond farewell for now. Chin up, Alphen. I'm counting...
May the goddess be with you.
I look forward to the stories.
Good luck, Father.
Well, there they go. You think they'll be okay on their own?
Only the goddess herself knows for certain. Still, with some already calling this a second advent of the War of the Lions, I can only hope they make it through unscathed.
Oh, I'm sure they'll all be just fine. They don't bear the symbol of the horned lion for show.
Yes, I suppose you're right. And the same goes for me, too. I can't very well call myself a...
Well, well, aren't we birds of a feather? Proud Thor's graduates unite. I'll be in touch with them plenty in the coming weeks, so don't worry. The Old Guard will do as it must to keep watch over the young and vigilant. Speaking of the Old Guard, Chancellor Osborne was also a Thor's graduate, was he not?
Yes, he was.
Sorry to say, I can't picture it.
Was he now?
He and I may have had our differences. I'd like to express my condolences.
I'm afraid I never had the chance to truly get to know him, but there's no doubt in my mind...
Thank you.
Still, it must be tough for you with Heimdall under the Alliance's thumb. Were you able to find out where his funeral was held?
Actually...
Captain?
Is something amiss?
It's just that I received a strange report on that very issue. I was told his body was taken into the custody of the Imperial Guardsmen when the city was occupied. But then after that, it simply disappeared at some point.
Disappeared, you say?
Is it possible the reformist faction could have taken it from them?
I'm afraid I don't know. It is possible that the Intelligence Division did something to that effect.
It's difficult not to draw parallels with the Lance Maiden's sudden death following the War of the Lions.
Unbelievable. I'm almost impressed how much trouble one man can... He had so many plots in motion. I doubt even his death put a stop to them all.
No change in weather or wind direction since entering Kreutzen provincial airspace.
We are currently cruising at a speed of 3,000 SPH. Nothing abnormal detected on the radar thus far.
Detour around the Twin Dragons Bridge, staying within the clouds. Take extra care that we aren't noticed by the Noble Alliance's surveillance.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. She's a real natural.
Yeah. It's hard to believe she's only been in the position for a day.
Indeed. She has proved a worthy captain in Father's place.
As if anyone could fit the role better than our student council president.
She still looks like a mascot character, though.
That's just one of her many charms.
Yeah, and besides, I can feel at ease knowing she's in charge. So, today's the day we start our journey anew, right?
Right. We settled what we'll be doing last night. Well, Toa and George should be able to handle the day-to-day running of the ship, so that's out of the way. And whatever we decide, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything major today. I think it's time we start hammering down exactly what we're going to be doing from tomorrow onward.
In theory, the Courageous gives us the ability to fly around the whole country with ease. But, in reality, the Noble Alliance has control over most of Erebonia, so we're limited in where we can actually go.
Yeah, we don't want to risk getting too close to Alliance territory. We'd run the risk of being captured.
It's sad to think how we barely have anywhere we can land with an amazing airship like this at our...
Care to share your thoughts on this, instructor?
Oh, you kids can just do whatever you want. I lost the will to put in any effort after Captain Classy got off.
You slacker.
I'm pleased that you think so highly of my father, but...
Maybe Laura can hook you up with a one-on-one lecture on the Arcade School of Portsmanship, if you know what I'm saying.
I was kidding. In all seriousness, if you need more people fighting in whatever you end up doing, just don't forget that the Courageous was entrusted to you kids. Not to... If you want my advice, then you got it. But you need...
You almost sound like an instructor for once.
Getting back to the matter at hand, we don't need to decide everything right at this moment.
Come again.
I assume what would be our overall goal, and the how would be a...
It's a little trick we use in the student...
You guys were doing the same kind of thing in the weeks before the concert was what you were working toward, and all your other planning...
I see.
We did spend a lot of time before and during the...
Not to mention taking care of the things we couldn't plan, like the strange stuff at the old schoolhouse.
We were coordinating with all of the other classes.
When you break it down step by step, we may have our own personal goals right now.
How about making it something related to the Academy itself, then?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
I wonder what's happening there.
Toa, George, the Academy is currently under the Noble Alliance's control.
That's right. The staff and students who are there are doing what they can.
As you know, during the attack, a lot of the students managed to flee. Most of the upper-class students chose to stick it out, though. They've got no reason to fear the Alliance.
All right, then. I think our what should be taking back the Academy.
That sounds good to me. The Courageous will serve as a good means of transport, but we'll need a proper base sooner or later.
But with it, we can get a better look at the current state of things in Erebonia and try to...
And whatever information we learn along the way...
Can't see taking it back going that smoothly, though.
No doubt. It's near the capital, so its defenses are going to be rock solid.
Still, I like it.
Indeed. Regardless of
And if we actually manage to achieve it, the sky's the limit for us.
I'm genuinely moved by your positivity. Well, their optimism is probably their strongest point.
We were thinking of something along the same lines, in fact. And hey, if we all thought about it, so if you happen to bump into anyone who escaped from the... I'm not saying it has to be your primary focus or...
That's a great...
Yeah, we'll be sure to...
We have about the bare minimum crew we need to fly at the moment, but I'm sure our current staff won't be here forever, so we're gonna need a few extra hands on board at some point. Ideally, we could have whoever's here now stick around long enough to train anyone we end up recruiting.
I know our numbers are small right now, but the more people we can get on our side, and I don't know about you, but I get this weird sense of...
I know that everything works for me.
I'd say that's our how decided, wouldn't you?
Agreed. We'll use the Courageous as our base, and as a way to get a good... Along the way, we'll try to recruit as many fellow Thor students to help us out as we can, all for the sake of our primary goal, taking back Thor's military academy.
want to go? Leave it to me! Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead! Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Got my eye on the prize!
That treasure chest is absolutely beautiful.
Here they come! Stay focused!
Okay.
Let's see if you can live through this!
Here I go!
This is bad.
Arcus, activate.
Too slow. Okay.
It's not over yet.
Here I go. Now. Okay, Sarah. Right, yes!
It's not over yet.
Got it.
You're mine!
This is bad. It's not over yet.
Eliminating targets.
Okay.
I messed up.
This is bad. Should have been paying attention.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
Leave it to me!
Here I...
Leave it to me! My turn!
My turn.
My turn!
My turn. And done. Should have been paying attention.
Leave it to me! I'm bringing the thunder now! I messed up. Here they come! Stay
I'll
focused!
handle it. Here I go.
My turn!
My turn. Beginning mission. Okay.
My turn!
I'll handle it. Got it. Okay, Sarah.
You got it!
Okay.
Okay! Huh?
Okay.
Leave it to me!
You didn't think now's our chance! You're done! Here I go! Should have been paying attention.
I messed up.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
Okay!
My turn. Beginning mission.
Oh, please!
I'll handle it. Now.
You're mine!
My turn. Here I go.
Leave it to me! I'm bringing the thunder now!
My turn. Now. Okay, Sarah.
You got it!
My turn.
Okay!
I'll handle it. Okay. Here I go.
Okay!
This is bad. it to me! My turn. I'll handle it. Leave it to me! Okay. Now, you're mine! Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe. Done.
Let's ride.
This one looks strong.
Here I go.
Right.
our chance!
I'll back you up. Here I go.
Too slow! Here I go!
Here I go. Here I go.
Overdrive! Onward! Shatter! Now's our chance!
I'll back you up. Here I go. Now.
Predictable!
Not here. Rise, great towers! Lord! This is my...
No, you don't!
I'm sorry, everyone.
This... Predictable! Predictable! I wasn't strong enough.
Let's ride.
Here.
My turn. Second floor. Game! Okay, it's safe for now. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's ride. Let's ride. Let's get going. Right. Good thing we look.
Oh, looks like you picked the perfect time. Go ahead and press the answer.
Oh, sure.
Green baby, talk to me. It's alright. You can admit you just wanted to hear my voice.
Prince Oliver? How are you?
Oh, I did. I can't tell you exactly where I am now. I'm transmitting this audio-visual...
Really? Wow, I had no idea that it was possible to do...
Well, the standard system... Anyway, let's get right down to check... Marvelous! You've ranked up. This is just a little something from me. Well, well, that's very impressive. Anyway, keep saying as long as you've got something...
Of course. Sorry for troubling you with...
Well, I did give you that... Still, even though that workaround lets me talk to you basically any...
Olivier, we need to get moving! We're heading to Parm for now!
Be right there. At any rate, it seems I must bid you... May Adio speak...
Oh.
Things must be pretty still. If he's going out of his way just to talk to you, you're the best way he can get the insides.
True enough. We'll need to make sure...
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead! want to go? Leave it to me!
Let's ride.
I can do this.
Of course! My turn. I welcome all challengers.
We should be safe now.
Look!
We got this!
Let's move. Yeah!
I can do this. Let's go.
My turn. Now's our chance.
I'll back you up! Of course!
Arcus activate!
Now! We should be safe. I'm so glad.
Now's our chance. Let's my turn. Sit!
No problem.
Leave this.
Of course!
How about this?
My turn.
No problem. Fire!
Onward! They're off guard!
I'll back you up!
Ready to keep going, Emma?
Here I go. Second wave. Damn! Now's our chance. Elisa, let's do this.
Okay. I can do this.
Onward. No, it's... We should keep going.
I did it!
No complaint.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise? There's a treasure chest here.
We'll have to fight our way
Let's
through.
move.
We should keep going.
Huh? I'm awesome!
We have the advantage here.
Let's move. Second game now.
Gotcha! Right!
My turn. We should keep going.
Now's our chance. Here it go.
My turn.
No problem! Here I go!
Here it go.
My turn.
Right! Fire! That takes care of them.
I'm so glad.
Got my eye on the prize!
Here they come.
I
Careful,
can do
everyone.
this. No problem.
My turn. We should keep going.
I'm just getting.
A worthy adversary.
Let's move.
It's my turn.
Onward!
Right!
It's my turn. Here I go.
Overdrive!
Ha!
Leave this to me.
It's my turn! Now!
No, you don't!
Unforgivable! Predictable!
Here I go! Ha! Now's our chance! Elisa, let's...
It's my turn!
No problem. Arcus, activate.
Now! We should be safe now.
I did it!
I'm so glad! I feel stronger!
No complaints here.
I'm awesome.
All right, let me hear. Well, well, that's very impressive. Adios.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Let's get going.
A worthy adversary.
Here I go. All right, let's do this!
Understood! Me! Onward! Arcus, activate!
I can do this.
Light! Rain upon us!
Onward!
Here I go. All right, let's do
Leave
this!
it to me! Right. Turn to flames. Burn! Now your chance!
Got you! Here I go. Ha! Now!
Gotcha! Of course! Here I go!
Overdrive! Onward! Shatter! They're off guard!
I'll back you up! Here I go! No!
Unforgivable!
Let's keep going!
Great! Yes, this is Reen Schwarzer speaking.
Oh, good. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get in contact with you.
Oh, hey Toa. That explains it. The signal must be pretty good from the Courageous.
Listen, I've got good news and bad news. First, the good. We've actually worked out the location of one of Class 7's relatives.
Really?
Yeah, but that's where the bad news comes in. Anyway, can you please...
Alright, sure.
Do tell me all about... I knew I could count on you. Adios.